What's going on, everybody? What's going on? When I woke up in the pig, nobody like me. We are back, y'all. It's 9 o'clock my time, so it's not gonna be long. But we back. Candace, you gonna debate Andrew Wilson tomorrow or what? You ever get your bummy ass up and go debate and lose? $300,000, Candace. We all know she ain't trying to turn down no money. Candace, you have nothing to prove. You're already an alien. He's already demon seed. Candace, go ahead and let Andrew Wilson pay you $300,000 to sit there and make a fool of you. Because that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to annihilate you. We're here for it. We'll be live streaming that. That's a watch party tomorrow, y'all. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Good evening. Shout out to the bars. Hey, Mindy. I got your email. I saw the message. I reached out to our special guest for tomorrow. Did she respond? And shout out to Saint. Thank you for reminding me, honey. I'm waiting for her to respond. If she wants, she can join our watch party. Since I had no idea the thing was scheduled for tomorrow. I thought Candace was going to punk out. Candace, you need to go ahead and just do this damn debate and get it done. Otherwise, she full of shit. She knows she wants the money. I thought you needed the money for the attorney fees, Candace. For all these lawsuits you keep asking the court to dismiss. Y'all, we got to go over that partial motion to dismiss. Lord have mercy. Y'all, I'm trying not to be too long tonight. No promises, okay? You can't make this stuff up. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Velvet? Mr. B, how you doing? What's up? What's up? Thank you, Saint, for the reminder email. You guys, if you haven't gotten a response from me, I'm still going through my emails. That's what I've been doing for like a good hour. That and trying to figure out how to merge the designs with the products on the spread shirt shop. Because I'm doing products. I'm going to have to call Deacon tomorrow. Ask Jay Witt to help me with this. Because I have no idea how to maneuver through this stupid system. I'm not the most creative one ever. Yeah, I'm one of those ones where I color inside the lines. And for me, that's doing something. I'm not that creative. Like artistically, no. So I'm trying to figure out how to operate this spread shop. But I do have some of the designs up. And some of the most iconic photos that we're going to put on t-shirts, mugs, and hats. Okay. Now, if y'all want like bags and stuff like that, you got to tell me. Because otherwise, I have to go with just like the standard. I like socks, like good quality socks. I'm a sock person. So I like a good t-shirt and sock set. I've always been that way. But a lot of people like hats and coffee mugs and stuff like that. So I got a men's shirt, women's curvy shirt, because we got to take care of our curvy women, our curvy ladies, our curvy luxers, and then hat and coffee mug. And we got a couple designs. I'm going to get the one where we got Charlie Kirk looking at Candace like, ew. Because Candace, you were just the intern. That's what it's going to say. Just the intern. So thanks to you all. As you all can see, Tina's photo is our thumbnail. I had to edit it and make sure I put her name on it. You guys make sure when you all send me photos that you just remind me so I can edit it and put on there created by. And then that way you guys get credit. So I'm excited. I am working on this. And I'm still trying to maneuver through this. I don't know what's happening. I thought I put up the designs with the products and they supposed to put it together. So I'm gonna call Jay Witt tomorrow. Jay Witt, I have to call you tomorrow. How to figure this out. I want to get this merch launched, and once I get him to go over it, he can tell me if I did it right or not. Then we'll launch the shop, y'all. I'm excited. Y'all ready? Oh man, so what we got? Angie, what's going on? Sherry, how you doing? Patriot Posse, y'all. That's Jim. Y'all shout out to Jim. Jim is Patriot Posse. Okay. I just said thank you for the shout out. She really appreciates you. I appreciate her. Thank you for the support and the shout out. I think I saw, did she leave a comment? I'm praying for you and your boys. She did. Oh, thank you, Conscious. Thank you so much. You guys just pray for me and my kids. Honey, listen. Prayers of the righteous availeth much. So you guys just pray for me and my kids. You'd be surprised how many people want to see me fail. And I'm like, the ones that you least expect are the ones that want you to fail the most. So it is a blessing to have, people who truly support and just want the best. I appreciate that. No conscious. I said, what's up? And to thank her for sure. So you guys make sure you check her out. If you can drop her YouTube channel link in the chat, that would be awesome. LLC, the pod sloppers are turning on each other. It's hilarious. Are you kidding? Y'all hit that like button and subscribe on the way in. If you are tuning in on X, come on over to YouTube and subscribe to the Lady Luck Club. We are on the way to 50,000 Lucksters. I'm excited about the merch that I want to launch tomorrow. The Spread Shop, the LLC merch shop, Make America Laugh Again, Molotov products, and some of the iconic photos. I can only upload like 8 designs a day or something like that. Will be available. Not just for Candace the alien, but also with Umar the Oompa Loompa. Because we got some good thumbnails with him. So I'm excited for this launch, and I'm excited for you all to just give me some feedback and let me know what you think. Hopefully I did it right. Otherwise, Deacon, you're going to have to help me. Yeah. Alcock says she about to be taken down a few notches. Candace. Girl, if you don't take this debate and kick rocks, what is wrong with her? Why did she cancel her live? Candace, no one's watching your dumbass show, girl. We cannot fathom you, girl. You have nothing to talk about. Candace is absolutely boring. I mean, if it wasn't for her dumbass, wacky conspiracy theories, Candace would be extraordinarily bored. Candace, as Dana Lash said earlier, you cannot handle a debate about anything where you have to use words with 3 or more syllables. Your brain will melt or explode, whatever is left of it. Candace can't debate. She can't debate worth a damn. And you can't debate worth a damn. Oh my God. What's going on, Mama Sage? Y'all hit that like button for me. Let me know what number you are. Oh man, yeah. It sucks. It does suck. You driving but listening, Gil? Yeah, it sucks. Tell her I said thank you. I appreciate the support. I really do. Mitch Snow filed his dismissal pro se. Oh! 40. Oh, I thought they wanted to get subpoena power. What happened to it? We're going to court and we're going to have the evidence. I told y'all, Mitch Snow, Candace. I told you Mitch Snow threw your dumb ass underneath the bus. He just pushed you out. He saw this camel walker. He's like, oh, this is a good opportunity to throw Candace underneath the camel. Candace. It's going to be you in court. Candace going to play with the order. I don't have any videos or photos. And Mitch Snow going to be sitting over there like, you should have hired me an attorney. He already said he gave her everything. It's like, what is everything? She got phones and security deposit boxes, and you can't make this stuff up. Gil say, "Hi, friends. I'm listening, but driving. I'm driving, but listening. All right. Make sure you keep your eyes on the road, Gil. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I haven't forgot about you. I have not forgot about you, honey." Jenny says, "Hello. Just watched a couple of Charlie Kirk videos. Feeling a bit sorrowful, so it's good to be here." Oh, well, thank you. Glad to have you. You guys, listen. I try to make America laugh again. We all got to have some laughter in our lives because real life and right now. Life be life. Y'all know I know right now. It's just like coming all down the pipeline at once. You can't make this stuff. What's going on, Rana? How you doing, Mother Earth? Oh my God, y'all, it's hot outside. It is. Be careful, Gil. Everybody wants you to be careful. Keep your eyes on the road. Kadia, what's going on, y'all? Shout out to the Mars. Shout out to the Mars of the Lady Luck Club. How you doing, Kadia? It's good to see you all. I appreciate you all. A lot of supporters here in the LLC aren't fans of the Candace stuff, but it is a blessing when you guys do pop in and say hi and hit the like button. It really does. Because it's nice to have. I know how it is, where you have certain segment of supporters that like certain topics. It is nice when you guys come in for all the topics and you hit the like button and support. I appreciate it. Warms my heart. Hey LLC, I only have the creator copyright, not registered with the department. Okay, that's fine. Send it to me so I can upload that. Is there something I need to put on the screen? I don't know how to like the creator copyright. It's like a number or something with it. How would that go on the product? I'm trying to figure out. When I say you are, this is a whole new field for me. Trying to get merch together. I'm gonna have to call Jay Witt. Jay Witt, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing. Then he can help me with making sure that the creator copyrighted logo, Mala logo, goes on the products. So can you email it to me again? Because I actually was looking for your email with that. I don't see it. I want to make sure that's done the right way. So however I need to do that, we're going to make sure that's done the right way. Because if you got a creator copyright on it, we want to make sure that is on the product, however it needs to be. Anything happens, you already have the rights to it, and we go from there. Because I certainly want things to be done the right way with that. And by all means, if you guys have copyrights to your photos, your images, whatever, let me know. Send me the information and let me know. All right, so we can have that added to the products the correct way, and you guys get the credit for it and everything else in between. So let me know, and then I'll make sure however that's supposed to be set up is set up and done right. All right. Unlike Candace, we don't steal logos. Candace, at some point, you're gonna have to stop using the CIA logo. You are not an employee of the CIA. You understand that's a felony. They gave you zero permissions to use their logo to make money. I mean, if I just use the FBI logo, will they sit here and leave me the hell alone? How that's gonna go? This girl uses the CIA logo on her damn merch to make money without their permission. Like, boy, that's a whole new level of boldness and theft. Candace, you stealing. Whatever profit the CIA could be getting, no, she's taking it. Using their logo without their permission. You can't make this up. That's why it's a felony, you dumbass alien. You can't make this up. Oh, I think Candace will be trying to attack Andrew and his wife. That's all she know how to do is attack. Mama says hi. Oh. Nothing wrong with a curvy lady. Listen, I'm curvy. Gotta make sure we have products to cater to our curvy ladies up in the Lady Luck Club. Our curvy lucksters. We need like big and tall for our gentlemen, for the real men of the LLC. Let me know. Get some big and tall products. Everybody's not the same, honey. So we got the curvy lady t-shirts and then just the standard women's tees. And we got men's tees, hats, coffee mugs. I could only select 5 products. That's 5. Was watching Charlie's reaction to his South Park episode. What? It did a South Park episode. What's going on, Patrina, Angie? Let's get everybody up in here. Juju, I see you. Tina, do you see the logo, girl? Oh, yes. Y'all, okay, let's get some going. Because I got tagged in post. Let's get it going. Let's go to X. Candace. Oh my God, Candace, you're an idiot. Like my job is never done. If I miss a week of going live, it's like a month's worth of content. It's like a month worth of content. What? Hunter Kozak and his wife are now CIA and were in with the CIA in assassinating Charlie. Hunter Kozak. Who? Is he talking about Hunter Biden? This Project Booger Nose is so stupid. He's a flat out idiot. Who is Hunter Kozak? I don't even know who that is. Am I missing something here? Who was Hunter Kozak? Did he come out of nowhere? Candace, you gonna get this 300,000 or what? You might as well. Can't make this up. I sent details in my email. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. What's going on, Dirk? How you doing, man? Good evening, ladies and bros. How you doing? The marker thing of hers, Make America Candace again, has already showed us the arrogance. Exactly. Candace, you're not even being funny with it. There's nothing funny or cute about that, you dumb dictator. At least I said make America laugh again. You see talking about make America Candace again. No, we're not trying to be like you moron. Get your ass off of our planet, Candace. Come on, make America Candace again. Y'all see that? The narcissism of it all, the audacity. She's trying to clone herself, doing alien shit. Hey, we don't have time for that. We're not in the mood, Candace. It's too damn hot. It is too hot for you to think you're going to replicate yourself amongst us. You already got your dumbass cult members that can't read. Is that not enough? You got 6 million bots and she's still not happy. Go figure. You ever don't leave us alone? And leave all of humanity alone. Get the hell out. Candace. That's how her cult members spell her name. We just go with it. Candace. They don't even know how to spell your first name right. I love these dim wins. They bring me so much joy. I don't know who Hunter Kozak is. I mean, I'm not like he's not coming to my mind right now. Hunter Kozak. What? Oh God, that Project Booger Nose says the dumbest stuff. You see the comment section on PC's post. What? Okay, now it makes sense, and we are back to Mitch. Mitch and Elizabeth / Valhalla got into a few days ago. So now we know Billy and Brandy are Elizabeth's girls. I don't even know who they are. Who is that? Now Project is fighting with all 3 of them and Ian. Just found out Honest Ash is on Mitch's side. Mitch will show up soon with Elizabeth soon. Candy Baby, your crew is cat fighting. Candace, is that why you're not going live? Your cult members are having tantrums. They're all over there howling and barking at each other. You can't make this up. All the animals in the zoo are let loose. Project Booger Nose is the elephant with no brain. It's almost an insult to even refer to him as that, but I can't think of none of this right now. No, he's the baboon that picks his nose. Who is Elizabeth? Who? I can't even keep up with all these people. Who is Valhalla? That's a real person. Lord have mercy, Mitch. Mitch Snow. Mitch Snow threw Candace under the bus, and she said nothing about it. Candace, You know, I'm not going to lie to you. Mitch Snow threw you under the bus, Candace Owens. Ask me, am I lying? He put up a post on X and said he gave you all the evidence. Do you understand how that will sound in court coming out of his mouth? Your Honor, I gave her all the videos and the photos to prove that I fictitiously saw, stay with me now, fictitiously saw Brian Harper and Erica Kirk on the military base. Her alien antennas went off. We were beaming each other from, light years away. And I put all my phones in safety security deposit boxes to keep it safeguarded, from the sun rays. Because my dead pop-pop, who murked a lot of people, is the Zodiac killer. He's got that Zodiac sign on his shirt, so I gave her all the videos and photos. I don't know what to tell you, Your Honor. Candace, the judge is going to look at you and say, well, Mrs. Owens, do you have this evidence in your possession? And then you're going to have to look at Miss Snow and say, you fuck. Oh, it's the dumb alien episode where they all eat each other up. You're going to say F you and the fat midget horse you rode in on. Listen here, Lady Luck Club ain't got no reason to tell no lie. Mitch Snow threw you underneath the bus, you dumbass girl. You're going to have to explain a whole lot to that judge because of Mitch Snow. When I saw that post, I said, oh, she is so done. You can't explain it. You can't say, I don't have any evidence and anything. He said he gave it to you. I'm trying to tell Candace, I know you watching and listening, you dumb alien. Mitch Snow threw you underneath the bus. He pushed you right out there in front of the camera. This is going to be you in court trying to figure out how water works. Humpback Campbell going to just step on your ass and keep it moving. He said you got all the videos and the photo. So you got the evidence. He pretty much relinquished the burden on him over to you. And your dumb ass didn't catch it. Y'all let them eat each other up. They all look stupid. He can't make this up. I don't even know who is on his ass. I don't know who she is. Nope, Ian is Valhalla's best buddy. Valhalla's girl is Elizabeth. What? Elizabeth Lane. Elizabeth Lane, the other one. The one that's sitting here trying to dox people still. I can't make this stuff up. Billy is one of Elizabeth Lane's girl. Oh my God. When she say her girl, she talking about her daughter or like her homegirl? Who, child, Candace? This is a whole saga within itself. This is so crazy. Did Candace keep the GoFundMe? I know, right? She gonna take that shit down. She gonna sell her 6 million box. Don't give Mitch Snow any more money. Cut that off. Candace, he done threw you underneath the bus and you gave him $150,000. If I had to, I'm just gonna give him a round of applause for even going there. Mitch Snow was like, yeah, I came on your show and made you look like the dumbass. Then said flat out on social media, you got all the evidence, and then just left you there. While he cashes out $150,000. And meanwhile, Candace is going to be sitting like Boo Boo the Fool in court because once he says that, as pro se, then the judge is going to look at Candace and her 2 or 3 attorneys and be like, any response to that? Where's his evidence? Because Candace, Brian Harper is going to demand it. He's going to demand that evidence that Mitch Snow said he gave to you. And now you are the rightful owner. Candace, I keep trying to tell you, dumbass, he threw you underneath the bus, girl. Y'all done eating each other alive. And what she gonna do? Call him a liar, Tina? Girl, you. Y'all see now y'all thinking. Y'all understand where I'm going with this. Now y'all starting to think. Mitch Snow put her in a position to where she's gonna have to say, "No, Your Honor, Mitch Snow is lying. He didn't give me any evidence. What videos and photos did he give me?" Now you're gonna have the co-defendants going at each other. And he's gonna pull up that damn post from X and say, "I gave your dumbass all the videos and photos proving I saw fictitiously 2 people on a military base." I said that 2 months ago, Candace. Look at the date of that X post where Mitch Snow claimed he gave you all of the evidence and said, "You own it." He even said, "You own it." He was like, she is the owner of all of that. So if you all want evidence, if you want the videos and the photos, you got to get it from her. Candace, he already threw you underneath this bus. The camel is stepping on your ass. Yeasty juice is sliding all over the courtroom. Camel spitting all over you. Then all she gonna do is stand there and be like, "What you mean? What videos and photos? What security deposit box? How many phones are we talking about?" Candace is gonna be sitting there looking stupid as hell. And Mitch Snow is like, "I gave it all to her." You said I gave it all to her. She's the rightful owner. Mitch Snow already threw you out there, Candace. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Bear, if you don't stop using all caps in my damn chat, I see you, dumb bot. Nah, y'all can't troll me for free. You gotta leave a super chat. Bear, leave a super chat. Bear Sachi, leave me a super chat. You gonna come troll me in my chat? You gotta leave a super chat. Because if y'all can give Candace half your rent money, you gonna have to leave me a super chat to troll me. You got my attention, leave me a damn super chat. Otherwise, you gotta pay to troll me up in here. The candy asses got to pay. They'll give what you call it $400,000 worth of supers. Baron Coleman's dumb ass. You got to pay to come up in here and troll me in the Lady Luck Club. Otherwise, be thou removed and get the hell on. Get your ass off. You got to pay to troll me up in here. The hell you mean? Are we coming up here and think you gonna troll me for free? Child boo. Oh Lord have mercy. Y'all. The candy ass cult members trying to troll for free. The hell you will. Oh my God, what is going on? I have no idea how this entire thing started collapsing. I never expected them to ever attack me. Oh, what? What is going on? Raven is like, I'm here for this. Oh, Raven. I literally have no idea how this entire thing started collapsing. I never expected them to ever attack Baron. Baron Coleman, the dumbass. Yeah, he just had that coming. Next, they'll say Candace is a Fed in the CIA and is causing discord to confuse everyone into thinking Israel did it when our government did it. You can't make this up. Child, they are turning on Tucker, Elizabeth, and Baron Coleman too. Is this real? I'm gonna let this happen. Elizabeth is working with TPUSA. Huh? This is the one that did the interview with Candace, right? With the accent. Tucker has Erica at his home. Darren is taking up a TPUSA. They all stabbing Candace in the back. This can't be real. This shit is literally hitting the fan. Yo. Candace. Girl. Your biggest thing is gonna be having to call Mitch Snow a liar in court. I'm calling it now. Listen here. Lady Luck Club, I call it up in here. Well in advance. So when they go to court, no one should be shocked Lady Luck Club said it first. Candace Owens is going to have to call Mitch Snow a liar in court because he said she got all the evidence. He has nothing. She owns it. So Candace is gonna have to go back and say, no, he lying like hell. That'll be the day. I called it first. Candace. What y'all? That camera gonna walk all over your ass. I'll just sit here and drink my weekly margarita for date night with my husband. Hey, the Giants play on Saturday. I got new gear, New York pizza coming too. Anyone want to come over? Watch out! What is going on? I can't see this. Hold on. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh, we just having a little fun this evening, y'all. Who is Tina? I do not like Elizabeth the moment she copycatted Candace having a dream. Oh no, I knew then. Y'all didn't think that Megyn Kelly does the same thing. They're gonna go in on Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly is being Candace number 2. And she know it. Megyn Kelly is a copycat. Didn't I call it? I said it, didn't I? I said Megyn Kelly a whole copycat. She just trying to be like Candace. Except she old. And she need to cut the shit out. She too old for that. Then I call it, y'all hit the phone. Y'all remember me saying that. Megyn Kelly up here copycatting Candace. That's all she doing. I'm not watching her and watching anything involving Candace because they just saying the same thing. Rabbit Chaser said, I'm sure that's who told Barry, but I doubt they went together. I would not be surprised. They do Barry Coleman blatantly, accidentally streamed from Charlie Kirk's YouTube account. And we're all just acting like that's normal. Hello, there's a Clifton. He's working with TPUSA. Y'all can't be this. How did he get access to Charlie Kirk's YouTube account? How did he hack into it? Boy, this is something else. When did Barry say this? Is it recent? What? How did he get access to somebody else's YouTube account? What you mean? Candace. Hold on. I don't know who on his ass is. Was Erica Kirk with Tucker when Elizabeth Lane was with Tucker? When Elizabeth was swaying the public to look away from Israel and Trump? Just a question. Tucker Carlson getting visits from Erica Kirk? LMAO, y'all can't attack me for this one. I didn't say a word. Huh? Y'all. Barry Coleman's such a dumbass. They don't even know how to conspire well. How this shit fall apart, boy, because they stupid. Boy, this is priceless. What is going on? How did we get here? Boy, oh man. What is happening? Who are these people? Okay, you got Matt. I don't know who that is. Nate Valhalla. This is Valhalla. Valhalla VFT. Y'all see this? This is something else. Bear, I done told you one time, stop leaving all caps in my damn chat, boy. I'm not saying it again. I see your comment. You better leave me a super chat. I'm not saying that no more. What's going on, eclectic journalist? Girl, how you doing, girl? What's going on? Did y'all do? Who are these people? I don't know. I'm figuring all this stuff out. Now, what the heck is going on? Tucker Carlson never said he was not friends with Erica Kirk. He's always been friends with her, has he not? Hell, we've been the ones saying that Erica Kirk needs to cut Tucker Carlson's ass off and tell him to kick rocks. She need to cut his ass off. I literally said that a couple weeks ago. Why does she keep inviting him to come out and speak at TPUSA events? Tucker Carlson don't give a damn. So why are they shocked that he's still trying to be friends with Erica Kirk? Of course he is. Wasn't he just speaking at a TPUSA event? I was like, why is he there? I'm just as confusion as all of you are. I'm confused. I don't even know who these people are. How you doing? Can we get a Collective Journalist YouTube channel link in the chat? Oh, Moki, I see you up in here, Jeep Lady Elena. Y'all, this is crazy. Ashley, they over here imploding. Just make the sound. Don't y'all? I said Megan Kelly is being a Candace number 2, like a little minion. Boo. She has nothing of value. Megan Kelly is stupid. This is something else. I'm curious to know, how would Baron Coleman be able to live stream from Charlie Kirk's YouTube account? Because he would have to know username and password. You're not going to just be able to connect to someone else's YouTube account. That's not how that works. So how was he able to, unless he created like a fan page and it looks like Charlie Kirk's YouTube channel? That's weird to me. Or he's a one of those moderators where you can go in and do that. You can edit and do all this other stuff. Like, what? Why would he want to do that? So you got, I don't know who this dude is over here. Mr. Let Go, whatever. Heavy dude is somebody and something dank something. Right? Then child. All these simps. Candace, you got these grown men. Amy saying like the words LLC. You can make this shit up. Candace got grown men turned into simps. Then they supposed to be all muscular and all this crap. Look at the two of them wearing tank tops. Sitting here simping for Candace. Man. Ooh. What is this? A Give Send Go? Is this Miss Give Send Go? He got 15. Somebody gave $15,000 to the Give Send Go. What the? Send him my Give Send Go. What the hell? What are they mad about? I'm trying to figure out what's the problem. Who is Matt Morse? I don't know who that is. Y'all know who Matt Morse is? He gave 2 donations of $15,000 to somebody Give Send Go. I mean, whose Give Send Go is that? Y'all, I'm telling y'all see it? There's all these cents. We good. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Gil, you see this? Y'all see this? Somebody gave, what is this Mitch Snow's Give Send Go? I don't know whose it is. I just see 2 donations from Matt Morse, $15,000 at the same time. It's like a duplicate. Y'all see that? I didn't know that was possible. Somebody said, destroy her so thoroughly she quits the game for good. Huh? What am I looking at? Man, you need to get your coatings in check, child. Hey, I've been confusing everybody. We don't even know what the hell going on. Maybe they're doing all this on purpose, just to get us talking about that bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised. Candace telling her people, y'all just go out there now like you're fighting. That way they'll focus on all that and not us lying like hell about a murder. Because I don't know what's happening. I don't know half these folks. I'm still trying to figure who is Auntie Kozak. I don't know who that is. Tabu. Candace, you out here got these people acting stupid. I got tagged on something. You know what? Let's go to YouTube, y'all. Let's go to YouTube. Andrew Wilson versus Candace Owens debate crowdfunding video. I want to see it. Y'all ready for this debate tomorrow? Candace, get your ass up and debate this man and lose for $300,000. Like, what, Lord? Why does all this good stuff happen to the most evil people on earth? I've been asking this all day. All day. Do you know I will play stupid for 3 hours? Bet $100,000 per hour? 3 hours? Yeah, I'll play stupid. And pretend like I'm going back and forth with him for $300,000. Chabu. And yet, Candace, you selling merchandise to cover attorney's fees when you're a multi-millionaire. Can't you ask your stepdaddy or your daddy-in-law? George Farmer's like, no, Lady Locke, we're not paying for her bullshit. They multi-millionaires. And she up and thinking she got to raise money for her attorney's fees because she keep getting sued. Candace, we're going to go over your partial motion to dismiss. You're not getting out that easy. Your coat can implode all day. We still going over that partial motion to dismiss. Girl, kick rocks. Go get this debate in.
Let me give everyone an update of exactly where we
Before
are.
y'all can hear.
A few weeks ago, Brian Atlas, a friend of mine who runs the Whatever podcast, offered up $100,000 for Candace Owens to debate with me about the murder of Charlie Kirk on his platform. He eventually raised it to $150,000, to which I said I would match it if we could actually debate on neutral ground. I expressed this story recently on the Joe Rogan podcast. Candace and her fans' reactions were volatile, to say the least. She issued a strange counter that I needed to pay her $500,000 and that TPUSA needed to, quote, claim me.
Huh?
Now, I don't work for TPUSA, so I couldn't grant that concession, as it would have been a lie.
Candace, TPUSA can claim me. What the hell does that mean? They can claim me. Andrew COVID, you can claim me. I won't stop you. What is that supposed to do? Feel like they're supposed to do something. They need to claim you. Claim me for what? If he does not work for them, he does not work for them. Why is that an issue? Girl, if you don't get your ass over it, get over it, Candace. He does not work for them. Claiming them does what? You couldn't take your punk ass out there to Arizona last year, remember? And face TPUSA your damn self. So what difference does it make if they claim him or not? Candace, you're stupid. What difference does it make if TPUSA claims Andrew Wilson when Candace Owens had the opportunity to fly her alien ass out there to Arizona last year, November? Hit the floor, y'all remember that. And this coward said no. George said no because it was his 4th birthday. He has people coming in from other countries. So he said no, and he's my faking gay husband, so I have to do whatever he says when I feel like it. She does whatever he says when she feels like it, when she's in the mood. Otherwise, he get a black eye. Candace, it doesn't make a damn difference if they claim this man when your punk ass could not face them yourself last year, November. Or December. It's December. It's supposed to be like December 15th or something like that. December. So Queen D, because Cece said, Candace Owens reigns supreme as Queen Dipshit. Queen Dipshit said, no, I'm not flying out there. It can only be virtual because she continues to change the parameters because she's a coward and she cannot debate to save her life. Candace does not have enough intelligence to even debate to begin with. She's not one who understands information enough to be able to debate the topic, to be able to make a point about anything. She can't even tell you the difference between nationalism and globalism because we've all seen a video of her not be able to define those words. Remember in UK when you went out there and said, well, you know, it's globalism that I don't like, but nationalism is fine. You know, you think about the low birth rates here in the UK and, you know, it's, you know, so it's globalism that's the problem, but nationalism is okay with me. You were stupid then. We watched that video twice of Candace out there in the UK failing to define the words globalism versus nationalism. And Charlie Kirk was standing up there on the stage with her. Just like, oh my God, I can't. Just like he did in that photo. Because you were just the intern, Candace. You were just the intern. So you've already proven you don't know the definitions of the word globalism or nationalism. You've already proven that. You cannot even pronounce the word rhetoric correctly. You don't know the freezing points of water. You have no idea how thunder works still to this very day. You don't believe that dinosaurs roam the earth. Like, what the hell? Of course, she's not able to debate. She's a moron. And add on the fact that she flaked out and showed how much of a coward she was last year when TPUSA said, come on out here, girl, look if you buck. We'll wait. You coming out here? No. No, she said no, y'all. She ain't coming. Nah, she said George got another birthday. Is this the 4th birthday this year? She said she bought him a cake from Publix. She already ordered George's cake. Andrew Tate's coming in. Yeah. Yeah, Andrew Colby, don't worry about it. She's not coming. George's 4th birthday for the year is coming up. She got George a pull apart cupcake birthday cake. Y'all haven't seen that? I bought that one year for my kids, my oldest son. It's a pull apart. It's like a bunch of cupcakes put together to make like a cake. And you know, it's easy to just kind of get something like that. And then when you take the cupcakes to the class, he was in pre-K. They could just pull the cupcakes apart. That's what Candace got George. It was his very own merman pull-apart cupcake, birthday cake. It had a merman on it with a bear. And he out fishing in Russia. So she was like, no, I ordered the cake from Publix. It's one of those specialty pull-apart cupcakes. And I can't come because Andrew Tate's coming and they're going to be in the closet for hours and, you know, whatever. So her little punk ass got out of that. Where she could have faced TPUSA in person. So why does it matter if they claim Andrew Wilson or Lady Luck Club or whomever? It doesn't matter, Candace. It's stupid. You can't face them in person. You coward. It's the stupidest thing ever. Oh, no. They got to claim you. Oh, girl, you don't shut your ass up. You go tell them that to their face. I dare you. Candace, get your ass on a plane and fly out to Arizona and tell anybody at TPUSA how you feel to their face in person. I dare you. I triple dog dare you to get your ass on a plane and fly out there to TPUSA in person and tell them whatever to their face. We'll wait. Make sure you go live so we can all live stream that. Because otherwise, you full of shit. Like, she's sitting up in here making demands on dumb things that don't matter when her punk ass cannot go out there herself and say any of this. Girl, you don't kick rocks.
She followed with an offer of me paying $300,000 to debate her at her home on the topic of if Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk and if he was a federal patsy or not. Obviously, this gives massive advantages to Owens, but I'm never one to back down from a debate challenge, even if I think the terms are fundamentally unfair.
He's already in Tennessee. There you go.
We entered into negotiations, and during those negotiations, Joe Rogan contacted us both, asking to host our debate. This is perhaps something you guys don't know. Obviously, I thought that changed everything, as that would guarantee the biggest platform for both of us to make our case on neutral ground. Unsurprisingly to me, Candace Owens declined. No control, you see. She insisted it be at her home still, even after Rogan said he would come in on his off day to do the debate, and I would still give her the $300,000.
Wow.
You would think if she was actually trying to change the minds of normies and reach a new audience, that's where she would go, but sadly, no. After many rounds of negotiations and a new moderator stepping in who assures
Timothy, what is your side? What does that mean? I thought your side was open to free speech. Guess not. Y'all act like people got to read your dumbass comments. I'm trying to figure out why you thought you were entitled for us to just read your comments like that. Leave a super chat. I'm told the candy ass cult members, y'all come up in here trolling. Y'all got to leave me a super chat. You're not trolling me for free. There They have no problem bowing down and worshiping an idol god for half their mortgage money. Leave me a super chat. What is this, your side? Are you Burnham? Burnham? Burnham, you gonna come to my chat. You come in as your real name. Candace, your cult members are getting dumber. Makes no sense. They think that stuff work over here. That stuff don't work on me. What does your side mean? Because I'm still waiting on my $7,000 from Israel. I thought that was a whole side. That's not a side anymore. Should I not continue to send my invoice over to Benjamin Netanyahu? I thought I proved that already. That stuff don't work on me, Timothy. What the hell does that mean, your side? That sounds like Burnham, y'all. Boy, Jay went off on Burnham. What does that mean, honey? Andrew only owns OnlyFans girls who like 3 baby dads. What does that mean? What is my side? Who is my side? I thought we invoiced him. I know, right? We did. We sent Benjamin Netanyahu a whole invoice on X. Timothy, you better look me up. My name is the Lady Luck Club, and I'm not here for play. I'm still waiting on Israel to send me my money. You talking about a side? Child boo. What does that mean? Candace, get your ass up tomorrow and debate Andrew Wilson. If he's in Tennessee, what difference does it make? They come in here and say all that nonsense, Shabu. They know that don't work on me. Your side. What does that mean? Burnham? Oh, y'all. He gave us all PTSD. Burnham gave us all PTSD. And where is that guy at? I wonder, does he still go to Gary's shit? Oh, that dude. Oh, he was so irritated. She does. No, she doesn't. She does. He couldn't even pick an accent. Chabu. Y'all know he was an actor. He was just trolling.
Us, it'll be fair. We came to an agreement. I went ahead and sent the $300,000, and it has been confirmed by her staff and to us that it has been sent.
Candace, you got the money.
I am going to clear the air on a few things.
Candace, give me $10,000. Give me my $10,000. You got $300,000. Give me my 10 grand, you dumb heifer. Candace, I want my money. I went to lunch with Ben Shapiro. I want my damn money. Give me my 10 grand you owe me. Timothy, tell your cult leader to give me my money. If all that free speech nonsense, I want my money. Where's my $10,000, Candace? You got $300,000 at your disposal. Give me my 10K. Or me and my pink midget horse will whoop your ass. She owes me $10,000. Unbelievable. Bishop Shapiro, let me know next time you want to go to lunch. The audacity of you, Candace. You got $300,000 and you can't pay me my 10K? Put it in my gift send go. And use that to pay rent. Girl, you owe me $10,000, Candace. Lying ass.
I wasn't some Charlie Kirk fanboy. In fact, I had and still have my disagreements with him. But I always thought TPUSA did way more good than it did harm to the conservative movement. But I will never forget the series of TikTok invasions I did post Charlie's death, only to watch the lunatic left laughing and mocking and having the time of their lives watching the spiral of chaos that came after. It was enraging, to say the least. I know I'm not a very nice man. I get that. But I am a very kind man. I lamented many times to my wife how god-awful the family and friends of Charlie must feel about what happened to him after he died. Trying to find some new normal under intense media scrutiny, balancing duty and obligation with remorse, regret, and overwhelming sadness. My stated objective for my platform, The Crucible, has been unwavering, and I've never strayed from its goal. Destroy the left. Take them on everywhere on their own turf, outside their turf, at their events, in their safe spaces. Challenge them everywhere and destroy their ideas. Be unrelenting, never stop, and not one step back.
Candace, this is what you scared of. Sound like he gonna obliterate you. Andrew Wilson is going to ether you, Candace. And I don't have to be political. I don't know why these weird ass cult members like they don't know me already. Keep coming up in here talking about you are a Republican conservative. I am apolitical. I am me. And I'm still waiting on Candace to show up for this debate. Candace took advantage of the conservative movement. Somehow they're not supposed to be offended by that. She tried to play all conservatives. She tried to play them. She stepped on the backs of conservatives to get to where she is, to where she married her faking gay husband because he had a lot of money. And look, her punk ass can't even fly out to Arizona and face TPUSA head on, let alone Andrew Wilson. He done gave her $300,000. So Candace, you know he gave you the money. That means your ass need to log on tomorrow. Get your ass up and log on tomorrow. I told her take the money. Y'all see that? She took the money, did she? Candace, you owe me $10,000, you moron. Didn't I tell y'all? I said she gonna take the money. She got attorney's fees to pay. She took the money. Candace, once you take that money, you have to fulfill your end of the bargain. Show up. We all know you're going to overtalk him and yell and scream and repeat yourself 1,000 times. Show up. What the hell are you scared of? I told y'all she was going to take the money. It's so funny because, Candace, I know you watching and listening. You goon. Get your dumb ass up tomorrow. Log on. And at least give us a show. Make it comical. Because we all know you're not smart. Still waiting on you to tell us what 7 times 5. Can't make this up. So he gave her $300,000. I hope he got some sign. Because he can't get that money back. Her ass out like she can't pay $10,000 for a photo. I went to lunch with Ben Shapiro. Where's my money? Candace is not a woman of her word. So I hope he got something in writing.
This woman, Candace, has been terrorizing both the widow of Charlie Kirk and the organization he left behind. It's obvious her stated goal is to destroy the largest conservative college and high school outreach program currently in existence.
I don't know.
Do I disagree with a lot of TPUSA ideas? I do. I would rather try to change them, though, than burn down the only organization in my lifetime to really get a foothold in academia. The thing conservatives have wanted for 60 years. In the following weeks, I will be relentlessly attacked from the Candace Owens cult for daring to put their leader to the question and for daring to question the questioners. I accept that as a side effect of challenging what has become a powerful industry of conspiracy peddling true crime nonsense, which has a sycophantic and cult-like following.
They are a cult, and it's not true crime. Candace, the only crime is your dumbass lying. Oh, and you now tampering with evidence. That's a felony. Oh, and also using the CIA logo without their permission to make money. That's also a felony. And cyber stalking, and doxing, and cyber harassment. All those are felonies. So yeah, Candace is a criminal. Candace, when you gonna take your ass to jail? Just go turn yourself in. Tell them you are pregnant and you're gonna break water at some point. That's all it might be, whatever. But at least give them a heads up. Get your ass up and log on tomorrow, Candace.
They have been at it for days.
Child.
Going through everything they can possibly dig up about me to hurt me, as there is multitudes of millions of dollars on the line for these creators, and they will stop at nothing to protect their interests, regardless of the lives they destroy along the way.
Okay.
Many creators and private individuals have reached out to help me with this financial burden, and they understand the fallout, which is likely to come for me and my family for doing the right thing when it mattered the most. Now, to be clear, I have already sent Candace the $300,000 and fulfilled my end of the contract with her. If you guys want to help me in bearing that cost, and help cushion the overwhelming attacks from her sycophants, here's where you can donate. Many of us are in this fight together, win or lose. Maybe I can do something to change its course for the entirety of the conservative movement. Promise made, promise kept. Thank you for your time.
Candace, I'm going to send my gifts and go as well. Give me my money, you dumb heifer. Y'all, you can't make this up. So he's giving you $300,000, Candace. Y'all see, sent the photo. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a thumbnail, y'all. That's a thumbnail. Yes. Oh, this is such a thumbnail. Hold on, let me upload this. Wait, I gotta. Hold on, let me take this photo. Oh, hold on. Candace, get your ass up and debate him. We all know you suck. But get your behind up and get ready to debate him. You think her cult members would be like, look, we getting $400,000 worth of super chats. Get your bum ass up tomorrow, girl, and be ready to debate him for 3 hours. We don't give a damn what you say. You think Baron Coleman would be telling her that? He advised her on everything else, and he's not her attorney? Baron Coleman, tell your cult leader to get her ass up tomorrow. Stop being a punk ass and log on. She can't debate. We all know she's stupid. If y'all want to protect your interests, tell your cult leader, Candace, you're going to have to set an alarm. I want you to get up at 9:30 a.m. Tennessee time. Tennessee time. Eat some breakfast. Feed the kids some oatmeal or some muffins or something with some fruit. Drink some milk. Take your prenatal vitamin for that fluid in your belly. And then get your ass online and debate Andrew Wilson. He gave you $300,000, you moron. We all want our $400,000 in super chats. The only way we can get it is you got to get up and debate this man. We know that you suck. You don't know words. But get your ass up and go through the motions. You got to do it for 3 hours. We're not playing with you. See you on 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be on time, girl. That's it. Then, and then hang up. Candace, you can at least make sure we are able to stream. I'm doing a whole watch party. Candace can kiss my ass. You're going to give me that $10,000 you owe me, Santa. Candace, you can't make this up. Y'all, we got to say this image. This is something else. Thank you, Sifa. Shout out to Sifa, y'all. Baron Coleman down in the dungeon in the basement with Candace and George bringing them sandwiches and shit. Candace, get your ass up and debate. You can't make this up. What? He gave you the money, Candace. Get your ass up. Y'all set an alarm. We gotta set an alarm. I'm gonna make sure I set this live stream up tomorrow. Oh my God. You can't make this up, man. Shout out to Andrew Wilson. He said we done already paid the money. We just waiting on her to do her thing. Y'all, just because. Okay. Yeah, we will go through this and watch the whole thing. Lauren the Mortician giving Charlie Kirk's postmortem timeline. This is a taste of what to expect with Candace and Andrew Wilson tomorrow. A mortician dissecting Baron Coleman's dumb ass down to the core. We saw a little bit of it with Edie Marie. She did a video covering it. This is 24 minutes long. I want to see the whole thing. Y'all ready? Because, boy, this is priceless. Candace, I don't know what it's going to solve. That's a good question. Gil said, what is it going to solve tomorrow? Nothing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. She already took the money. She already took the money. Candace, unless you just gonna steal $300,000, you're gonna have to get your bum ass up tomorrow and get online. If you suck, we already know that. We already know Candace sucks donkey dick. We already know that. We already know what to expect out of her. So why just go ahead and get up? Your dumb ass up, girl. But at the very least, Candace doesn't care if she looks like a fraud or a liar. She probably cares if her cult members start looking at her like a fraud and a liar. And y'all know they're brainwashed to the point where they let her do whatever. She can break laws and admit to cyber stalking. And they have no quarrels with that. She doxes people. And they don't care. They join in on it. And that's a felony. So they're not going to care how well she does. They just want her to get up and do it. Because otherwise, they will not get the views and the super chats that they're getting off her bummy ass nonsense. And they need her to debate him to give them content. Candace, I'm going to tell it like it is every single time. You do this for PR and for money and for views. So get up tomorrow and do this for money and views, because that's what you're doing. You already took the money. Do it for the views and for the public relations. You cowardly backed out of the debate with TPUSA in person last year. Get your dumb ass up. You took the money. Get your behind up and do it. Time to make some grown woman decisions, you alien. Time to make some grown woman decisions. You took the money. You and your staff should be sued like hell if you don't do it. Candace said Candace's husband is great. Oh, man. Y'all know this debate will prove nothing. Yeah, it will prove nothing. But it would just be for content. And that's all Candace does any of this for. All of this is for content and views and money, Candace. I knew you would take the money, you girl. I told you I see through Candace. She's not that hard to figure out. Candace, how many abortions did you have? Where's the ultrasound proving you actually pregnant? Told you I see through you, heifer. I told y'all she was going to take the money. Hit the 4. Y'all go back to my live stream. I did what? Well, what's today? Thursday? Monday or Tuesday? I said she going to take the money. Take the damn money. I don't think she's pregnant either, Moki. I'm going to be honest. I think it's just all fluid. I think it's a ghost pregnancy. I think Candace has lost her damn mind and she's mentally forced herself to have her body believe that it's pregnant. And it's just the physical signs of it and no baby. But Candace, we'll wait for you to show us some DNA test results or ultrasound that is yours or something. You put Charlie Kirk's medical information out there. Prove that you actually are carrying a baby. Saying that you're having a boy makes you want to physically fight. It's not evidence of you being pregnant. You can keep this thing nonsense going, but I see through you. I see through you, Candace. I told you you're going to take that money. Candace is an idiot. Oh my God, you can't make this up. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Hit the 4 where you can see it here.
Hello, fellow mortals. If you're new here, hey, my name is Lauren. Lauren the Mortician. Yes, a real mortician. And one thing I've learned is that whenever someone famous dies, there's always a lot of speculation about what happened. And I'm not gonna lie, I watch that content too. I like hearing different opinions. I don't like living in an echo chamber. And sometimes people ask really good questions or have really good theories. But every single time one of these cases goes viral, I'm reminded of just how much the general public doesn't know about death care. And that's not anybody's fault. Most people have never been inside of a funeral home, medical examiner's office, and have no idea what happens behind the scenes after someone dies. We've talked about Charlie Kirk quite a bit on this channel, not because I'm trying to cover every update in the case, but because it's created so many opportunities to educate people about what actually happens after death. That, and I love debunking stuff. It's my life's purpose. Now that Tyler Robinson's trial is getting closer, another...
Candace, what are his shoulders broad at?
wave of Charlie Kirk content is making the rounds. I came across a video by Baron Coleman because it's created so many opportunities to educate people about what actually happens after death. That, and I love debunking stuff. It's my life's purpose. Now that Tyler Robinson's trial is—
Look at this. Candace, you said he has broad shoulders. How? Slender man don't have no broad shoulders. What you mean? He's damn near a toothpick. He's just skin and bones. What's broad on him? Candace doesn't know what broad means. Or a hoe. Girl, nothing broad about this boy. This dumb demon. Candace, Tyler Robinson's defense attorneys admitted that he murdered Charlie Kirk. They already confirmed that he did it. They're just trying to give the excuse that because he only murdered one person, he shouldn't get the death penalty. But they confirmed he murdered him. See, is that why you running and hiding right now? Because his own defense attorneys destroyed your nonsense and buffoonery. Y'all coming up with whole new conspiracy theories on the fly. You and your dumbass coat. Because they refuse to read a book. Where's Timothy at? Timothy, you still want to see him talk about a side? You want to talk about a side, Timothy? Timothy, don't go, Timothy. Don't go.
is getting closer, another wave of Charlie Kirk content is making the rounds. I came across a video by Baron Coleman, and I actually think he brings up some interesting questions. His biggest point is that Charlie Kirk's timeline, from his death to the medical examiner's trip to the funeral home to being prepared for a public viewing, seems incredibly short. And honestly, if you've never worked in funeral service, I can absolutely understand why that would raise some eyebrows. So today we're going to do something I've done a few times before, but right now I'm going to be going back and forth with my computer, like hit go, hit play, go. We're going to watch parts of Baron's video together. I'll let him explain what he's seeing, and then I'm going to pause it and tell you what I know from actually working in funeral service my entire life. Now, some of his questions have straightforward answers. Some of them have answers that depend on the circumstances, and some of them are just really good observations that deserve a little bit more context. This isn't about proof.
You think he would just do that, like Google? Is it too difficult for Baron Coleman, who claimed he went to law school, to read? He could get his yellow notepad. Gil, I know you remember that yellow notepad. Get that yellow legal pad and then write out information and then Google it. So reading is not fundamental for someone that claims to be a bar licensed attorney. He asks dumbass questions that really have no premise or basis to it. And even if he lacks foundation, he can Google some of the aspects of getting someone prepped from death to funeral service, through autopsies, all of that. He could just look that stuff up and read. He didn't even bother to do that. That is lazy as hell. It's lazy how these cult members have become, where they expect anyone else that's not saying the same thing they're saying, because we're not in your dumbass cult, to actually prove things to them when they refuse to Google and read for themselves. It's the stupidity of it all. And Baron Coleman is the prime example of that. Why couldn't he look half that stuff up to get the foundational context he needs? He just asks dumbass, like, why did it take this long to close the door? You asking? Why are you an idiot? He didn't ask questions. He just threw out accusations as if it should not take that long. It took this long to close the door and then close the casket and do this. And it's like, dude, you can just Google this stuff. No, reading is not fundamental for these morons. But yet they go to social media, to the internet, to put up their dumbass videos because make it make sense. Meanwhile, he gets $400,000 in super chats to sound like an idiot. I don't think he's playing. That's the difference. He really is an idiot.
Proving anybody wrong, please do not go and give Baron any hate. If anything, go check.
Hold on. Didn't y'all say that her cult members came over to the chat, to the comment section? Hold on. This is what they said in the comment section. This is the type of help Baron needs. Baron can't Google half the stuff. All we can do is ask questions, and it's not like TPUSA is going to answer them. The questions you're asking are dumb. You want them to answer questions that they either cannot answer or they don't owe you an answer to that you can Google. They've been asking the same dumbass questions for almost a year. We're almost up on the 1-year anniversary of Charlie Kirk's assassination. And they still asking the same dumb questions. Candace, you were supposed to go out, do whatever you call journalism, and actually get the answers. That is how journalism works, you dumb alien. You're supposed to be the one to get the information to answer those questions. You're supposed to be telling us who you think pulled the trigger on the gun. No, you're sitting here talking about exploding mics because you don't know how science works. It makes no sense. Why would they answer anything like that when he did not die by an exploding mic? But yet you all are asking, these stupid cult members are asking questions of TPUSA about an exploding microphone when that is not how he died. And none of that works in court. These dumb conspiracy theories are getting you nowhere in court, especially when the defense attorneys have already confirmed that Tyler Robinson murdered Charlie Kirk. He did it. Period. Candace doesn't even believe that Tyler Robinson was on the campus. She doesn't believe he did it. And his own attorneys confirmed he did. So Candace, no one has a reason to believe you over what's going on in the court of law. Because that's the one place you have no power. And plus you say you didn't care, so what are we doing this for? Like this is Lord have mercy. He came over here because she just obliterated his ass. Look at this moron. Thanks for the shout out. No, you should be thanking her for giving you information you could have looked up yourself. You idiot. He's so stupid. You can't make this up. They get mad because we call them out on their stupidity. Why?
Check out his channel. He does have some interesting videos. This is just about explaining what happens behind the scenes so you can better understand whether this timeline is unusual or if it actually makes sense. And as per usual, cue the intro, Hannah. Wow, wow, wow. I'm like really up in your face. I have to be up in your face though, because we're going to watch some stuff together. So hold on.
Charlie's body. I mean, I hate to be so crass, but it's what it is. I have footage here of when Charlie was leaving Timpanogos Hospital in Orem, Utah, around 8 o'clock at night. This is Charlie's body leaving the hospital. That's Timpanogos Regional Hospital. There goes the first police car. You can see all these cars pulling out, and they're headed to the medical examiner's office, to Salt Lake City. That's about a 45-minute drive, maybe an hour. That puts him there no earlier, really, than 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock's their starting time. Well, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, they left the hospital. 9 o'clock, they're at the medical examiner's office.
Once you get there, you got to get them out of the car. You got to get them into the medical examiner's office. You got to get them prepped.
Okay, I've done this job so long that
something he acts like takes an hour to do. So as opposed to him Googling how long does it take to get someone out of the car prep for the medical examiner to start the autopsy, he's just sitting here theorizing this dumb shit. Yeah, you know, because I'm just telling it like it is, Sue Baron Coleman. This is a dumb thing to theorize when you can Google it. And he went to law school. They need to disbar his dumb ass. Boy, this is so embarrassing, Candace. This is the man you sitting here taking his advice, but you won't listen to your actual attorneys that you can't even keep. 2 of them quit. You had to get whole new attorneys for the Macron case. Funny how that worked out, huh? You can't keep real attorneys to represent you in real legal matters in the court of law. But you will listen to Barry Coleman and he's not representing you at all. Why? Oh no, Candace, is it because you know he's an idiot as well or what? I mean,
I just don't realize that people don't know how long things take. Getting to the medical examiner's office, the hardest part is the drive. When you get there, you have to open the back hatch on your minivan, wheel the cot out of the van. You roll them into a receiving area where the autopsy table is waiting. You wheel them in, you open your cot bag. There's like a zipper and a little protective pouch. And then you grab the body bag that they're sealed inside of, grab from the head, grab from the middle, and pull. You write their name on the bag. You document how much they weigh. There's a scale under them. And then you sign them into, it's like a registrar book. Their name, date of death, who you are, logging them in. That might take 5-10 minutes. Not long at all. We don't get them prepped for autopsy, but sometimes they're waiting.
Most of the time, I looked at the policies in Utah. They do not do medical examinations outside of business hours or weekends.
So this job is not a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 type of job.
If he leaves Wednesday night at 8 p.m. in Timpanogos and Orem and he doesn't arrive in Salt Lake City till 9, that's outside of business hours.
Doesn't matter.
So let's just say they decided to do a middle of the night.
oh, Baron Coleman, you're just as insufferable as your dumbass cult leader. Candace! Oh, girl. Set your alarm clock and get your ass up tomorrow to debate Andrew Wilson. You need to call Baron Coleman and be like, look, dude, look. I'm the only one that sounds like the idiot. I'm the only one that gets to sound like the biggest idiot of all, okay? Baron Coleman's stealing Candace's thunder. Something else she does not know about. Candace, thunder is the sound of lightning. Why you can't make this shit up? I was like, all you can do is just laugh at this goofy. He's so goofy. Y'all, my little brother works for a funeral home. Works for a funeral home. He did the crowning ceremony for my grandmother on my mom's side and our grandmother on his side. Plus one of our favorite aunts that passed away the same year my grandmother passed. My brother was working 11, 12 o'clock at night doing embalmings. He's also a high stepper. So high steppers come in and they, do the little march down the aisle, getting ready to at the end of the funeral to roll out the person back out to go to the gravesite. And it's like a whole little ceremony they put on. It's a high stepper. He also does like crowning ceremonies and stuff like that. He would be at work, well after midnight. So for him to say that they don't work past business hours, like, this is so stupid. All you had to do was Google and look that stuff up. What you mean? And I'm like, oh man, this is insufferable. Even if I never said my little brother worked for a funeral home, that's not something that is a secret. Like, all you can do is Google. Was it too difficult for him to Google?
Examination.
They definitely did. Absolutely. 100%. This timeline doesn't make sense if they didn't. So I absolutely believe that they did.
How long does the examination last? Best guess I can get on a typical gunshot, 2 to 4 hours from start to finish. That's the examination. That's not prepping the body back.
I'd say that's a pretty good guesstimate, but I feel like 4 hours is a little long. So where our medical examiner's office is, I would have to drive an hour and a half to bring the body into the office. I typically would like to leave there with them the same day if I can, as long as the family has authorized, I can pick them up and bring them back to the funeral home with me. So I have dropped off a body and then sat there and waited. And I might wait an hour and a half, and they're done and I'm out of there. So if they can get them in right away, they can get them out right away. 4 hours sounds kind of long. I would guess maybe closer to 2.
Then you got to put things back together, and then
Okay, put things back together. He's talking about putting the body back together. The medical examiner's office does not put the body back together. That is the mortician, funeral director, embalmer's job. All they do is place the organs inside of a red viscera bag. They place that back into the abdomen when they're done measuring and taking samples or documenting. And then they take the body and just kind of place it back together and maybe do a loose stitch all the way down. Then they pull the person over into the body bag and close the body bag. If they do a full cranial exam, they just put the skull cap kind of like back. They don't close everything up because they don't know if that person's going to be cremated. They don't know if they're going to be buried. They don't know if there's a donation team that's going to come in after the fact. They're just there doing their
Timothy, are you burning? Y'all Timothy say he not buying fed slop. What's fed slop about any of this? I didn't know. Is the FBI here in doing this live stream with me or something? Anybody FBI agent in my chat? What fed slop? What exactly is the FBI telling you? Because never mind Sloppy Joe Kent, right? You know he was a fed. Candace got information from Sloppy Joe Kent. She also said she had sources and contacts inside the FBI. You know that, right? Candace said she has sources and contacts in the FBI. So what fed slop are we giving you here? I'm not playing anything dealing with an FBI or a Fed. This lady is a mortician, not a Fed agent, a mortician. What she's speaking on involves science and human anatomy and biology. What does that have to do with the Feds? You know, sometimes the cult members, boy, it's just a wonder. What's going on up in here is dealing with the Feds right now. This is a mortician we're watching. Timothy, I didn't block you at all. As a matter of fact, I told you to come back. I'm asking you direct questions. Lauren, the mortician, is not a Fed agent. So what Fed slop are you hearing right now? We all fans up in here, Atlanta. Oh, girl. The FBI owes me lots of checks. Apparently, I've been a Fed agent since last year, September. Timothy, they don't want you to spam the chat. You saying something of value. I told you to leave me a super chat. You trying to troll me for free. How's that fair to me? You don't troll Candace? What Fed slop are you being fed? I'm curious to know that. Because Lauren is a mortician. Come on, Timothy. Oh, Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim. You can't make this up. Tiny Tim, you make me want to watch A Christmas Carol. That's all Timothy has inspired me to do. Guess I'm going to watch A Christmas Carol tonight. In honor of Timothy, a.k.a. Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim, what Fed slop are you being fed right now? When Candace said that she has sources and contacts in the FBI. If anything, Candace is feeding you Fed slop. You know, same way Mitch Snow threw her ass underneath the bus about videos and photos. Funny how that works, ain't it?
their job, and it's not necessarily their job to put the body back together. That's my job, the mortician at the funeral home.
then he would be ready to go. Typically, bodies aren't released immediately after the examination.
They can be. And from the sounds of this case, he absolutely was.
They're put back in the morgue at the medical examiner's office where they stay for another 24 to 48 hours.
The only reason they would stay 24 to 48 hours, that's when they're trying to get the authorization from the family to say, hey, we selected so-and-so funeral home. They can immediately be released to the funeral home. Bada bing, bada boom.
While the paperwork processes and they're released. But when you have the Vice President of the United States on his way in, you get treated differently. Might get a middle of the night medical examination. You might get released the same day.
So he brought.
Oh my God. This is what Timothy is calling Fed slop. A mortician correcting a dumbass so-called bar licensed attorney as he literally makes false statements. Timothy, so you just not gonna leave me a super chat or what? Are you not entertained? Y'all know the cult members come in here, they want so much attention. Tell Candace hi. Candace, if you come up in my chat, you better come as yourself. Don't be hiding underneath profiles.
Out of the questions and then brought us right to the answer. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
And we know that he was released before 5:04 a.m. because at 5:04 a.m., we have a newscast that had somebody positioned outside the medical examiner's office. We assume they didn't arrive exactly at 5:04 and immediately go on air.
So I'm waiting for him to show footage of the funeral director leaving the medical examiner's office, but I don't think he has it. So he's trying to say that the body wasn't picked up. Let me see if there's more.
At 5:04 a.m., they had people on site. Another reporter was sitting outside at 10 a.m. These people.
See, here's the thing with the video footage. There are cameras installed around the medical examiner's office, like anything else, right? Government property. So they are going to have cameras set up. The question is, can you get that specific video footage? And what will we need to see it for? Because if you're signing them in and out, then when they leave, you're going to sign it in the registrar book that she just spoke about to say that they're being signed out and they're going to the funeral home. That's going to be documented. It's not necessary to see the video. But this idiot is sitting here acting like all of this is so, impossible. Baron Coleman acts as if something can't happen at 5:04 a.m. It's just so stupid. He does not work in this field. Why would we listen to his dumb ass when we can listen to the expert? Once again, Timothy, I'm just waiting on you to explain to me what's the Fed in this. Because so far, Baron Coleman is the Fed slop.
People stayed here from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m.
That's because his body was probably picked up right after the autopsy, which was more than likely after midnight, definitely before 5 a.m. A lot happens when somebody calls to report a death to the funeral home. And if they have a plan, and especially, again, high profile case, there's already plans being made. So when they call the funeral home and say, hey, this is the plan, you as the embalmer, you as the mortician, you're already coming up with a timeline in your head. Oh, they need him shipped out immediately. We need to go to the medical examiner's office now. The medical examiner will call you, say, hey, he's been released. You can come now. They'll have an attendant there. Or if it's a smaller office, you can call and let them know you're coming and they can meet you there. So there's definitely ways to pick up people from the medical examiner's office if they're closed, especially on high profile cases. I wish there was an abbreviation for high profile case because I feel like I'm going to say that a lot, but that is what this is.
They saw nothing.
They saw nothing because they did it in the middle of the night. Because again, we are not a Monday through Friday 9 to 5. There was an embalmer on the phone knowing that they had a autopsy body that they needed embalmed stat. So they picked him up right away.
Which means if the 5 a.m. crew didn't see him and they were there for 4 hours, and these guys didn't see him and they were there all day, he had to be gone before 5 a.m.
Is that surprising to people? We're like the midnight Baba. I would rather go out when there's no traffic, knowing that I need to get that embalming done as soon as possible. And it needs to be a strong embalming too, because they're going to be shipping them out. As soon as that body's been released, I'm there picking them up immediately.
For a complete medical examination to take place between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m., that's only 8 hours.
I don't know what else to tell you. That's very doable.
You've got to get the body in. You got to get it prepped for the examination. You have to do the examination. That's not like a 1-minute deal. Then you got to put everything back together, move the body back to the parking lot. You got to get them loaded up. You got to drive away. All that.
You're bringing up a lot of things, Baron, that don't take a lot of time. All those extra things, the cleaning up, that would take place at the funeral home. Loading him up only takes a couple of minutes and he would be out of there. And I would be speeding, driving on 2 wheels, getting back to the funeral home so I can begin the embalming.
All that had to be done by like 4:30. When was there time to do an accurate medical examination? What happened?
2 to 4 hours is the perfect amount of time to do a medical examination. I mean, that's what you said, right? I've seen him do it in
Oh my God. It's like he contradicts himself. He who does not understand how this works. Oh my God. Oh, this is insufferable. Candace, your cult members are worse than you. Y'all see, I can't listen to Tucker Carlson, crackhead Mickey Mouse ass, Megyn Kelly, wannabe Candace ass, Brandon Tatum's dumb ass, because he's a punk. I can't listen to them because they're worse than her. He is literally speaking out loud her mindset. Oh my goodness, Candace. When I say you ask dumbass questions, this is what I mean. And he's not asking questions. He's throwing out accusations. There's a difference. None of this he's posed as a question. He is actually making these statements as if this is how the process works, or as if this is how it went with Charlie Kirk, and it didn't. I think one of you all asked if reporters can report outside the medical examiner's office. They can. Now, most ME offices I've seen are fully gated. So you have like security, camera set up. They're fully gated. And then I think you have a checkpoint at the gate for the medical examiner's office. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody work at ME offices? Anybody do that here? I know they're gated and they have security cameras. So just if they do report, it'll probably be outside the gate. The one in my area is fully gated. It's a high wire gate. You can see through it, but you can't just walk in and walk on their property. You cannot do that. So security is a little amped up for good reason. Good reason. You will be surprised how many people are nefarious and want to do harm or would go out their way to take a body or organs or anything from the medical examiner's office. You'd be amazed. So they have tight security for the most part. But if they do any reporting with the media, it's typically they'll be in front of it, but they'll be outside of a gate or something like that. So,
hour. So yeah.
There were rumors early on that there was no autopsy done.
So that was debunked really early on. The medical examiner's office there, they don't know who, but I have a contact at the office. They were very kind and told me that the autopsy was done. I was able to verify their credentials. So I know in my heart of hearts that he did have an autopsy done, but also it's standard practice with.
But why is he saying the rumors? Y'all see how dumb he is? He's not asking questions. He's literally repeating a rumor. But yet he couldn't look up whether or not it's standard practice for an autopsy to be done to establish the manner and cause of death, especially in a scenario where someone is shot, where there's a gunshot.
A murder investigation, homicide, self-unaliving. If there's an investigation, they're going to have an autopsy. There was rumors going around that he didn't because some sort of officer was like, he didn't get sent down for the autopsy, but he did. I don't know why that got leaked.
Nevertheless, I will accept on its face that it happened.
Again, I just want to say it definitely happened. Just to recap, his body left the hospital at 8 o'clock, arrived at the medical examiner's office about 9 o'clock. Best educated guess is the.
This is what I'm saying. What question is he asking with it?
Again, I just want to say it definitely happened. Just to recap, his body left the hospital at 8 o'clock, arrived at the medical.
Hold on.
Know who, but I have a contact at the office. They were very kind and told me that the autopsy was done. I was able to verify their credentials. So I know in my heart of hearts that he did have an autopsy done, but also it's standard practice with a murder investigation, homicide, self-unaliving. If there's an investigation, they're going to have an autopsy. There was rumors going around that he didn't because some sort of officer was like, he didn't get sent down for the autopsy, but he did. I don't know why that got.
Because the officer, it doesn't work in the ME office. He wouldn't know. The officer is not the medical examiner. What does he know? It's no different than Baron Coleman saying all this BS he's saying. He doesn't know how any of this stuff works. He thinks it takes hours to close a door. Because he's retarded. Oh my God. He need to be disbarred, man. He is an embarrassment. And I do my fair share of reporting on corrupt judges. And Baron Coleman is still an embarrassment to the rule of law. Boy, his law school ought to be kicking they should be dragging him right now. They should be like, look, man, we're going to revoke your damn degree. Tell everybody you paid your way through law school.
leaked.
Nevertheless, I will accept on its face that it happened.
Again, I just want to say it definitely happened. Just to recap, his body left the hospital at 8 o'clock, arrived at the medical examiner's office about 9 o'clock. Best educated guess is the autopsy happened right away. And then after midnight, he was picked up by the funeral home, embalmed immediately. And now we are on to the next day. He's thinking that they left the hotel around noonish.
We have a picture of Erica Kirk draped over the casket. We were initially told this picture was taken at a different funeral home. This picture was not released until after Erica gave her speech on September 12th. So there was really no idea where the picture was taken. He left the medical examiner's office and went to a funeral home, but we didn't know which one. Then we know he went to Air Force 2 and went back to Arizona to a different funeral home.
Why do we care what funeral home he went to? We're all now speaking post-mortem here. Why is that even important to know what funeral home he went to? This is unbelievable. This is coming from the same cult that will not believe evidence, physical evidence being put in front of them from a court of law. My Lord. They think unicorns can fly. I mean, he's sitting here just dreaming about My Little Pony. Can we get Baron Coleman dreaming about My Little Pony? If Candace told him, unicorns can fly. They had like 12 unicorns released at the private funeral. It was like 6 giraffes. You had a camel. I thought I saw Lady Luck Club. And they would all just run with that and believe it. That's exactly what they would do. Okay. God. Candace sitting here talking about FU and the midget horse you rode in on. So in her world, in La La Land, midget horses are a thing. Is it too far-fetched for them to believe that unicorns fly? Timothy, do you believe unicorns can fly?
He's talking about the fact that one funeral home picked up his body, did the preparation work. They had the viewing at that funeral home, and then a secondary funeral home received him into their care. Very common for funeral homes to work together. Very common for Erica Kirk to call the funeral home she actually wanted to use in Arizona. The Arizona funeral home is going to then get into contact with the Utah one and say, hey, we have Charlie Kirk at the medical examiner's office. I need help. Would you be able to go over there, pick up his body, embalm him for me, make sure that you make it a little extra strong of a solution, hit him hard because we need you to then fly him out the next day. And actually, by the way, no big deal. The vice president's going to be there on Air Force 2. Totally doable. That's why we have answering services that answer our phone calls 24/7. There are still some funeral homes that answer their own phone calls still. Shout out ASD.
We were able to look at the interior of the funeral home where it pulled into and realize that's not the same funeral home where the picture took place. So those pictures weren't in Arizona. They couldn't have been.
It's very common for families to come have an open casket gathering to say goodbye, to really spend time with their person. No matter how long or short that time is, then we close the casket, we go to the airport. It just depends on what the family wants or needs. And if they wanted that time with their loved one, then the funeral home will accommodate to make that happen before we bring them to the airport.
We dug around all of the funeral homes in the area. Luckily for us, they have different furniture, different carpet, different trimmings on the wall.
I love the dedication. I love it.
And we were finally able to figure out which room this picture was taken in. It's this room here.
It's a really nice funeral.
And we know because there's paneling on the wall consistent with what we saw. We saw these lamps. And
what does this prove in the court of law? Since, Baron Coleman still want to pretend to be an attorney. What does this have anything to do with Tyler Robinson unaliving Charlie Kirk? Do you really think the jury is going to see this picture? That's not even going to be a thought for them. What funeral home did you go to? What time did you get there? Baron Coleman said it took 8 hours to close the door. What? This is moot. None of this is important or relevant in the court of law, where everything matters the most. Candace, Tyler Robinson's defense attorney said Tyler Robinson shot and killed Charlie Kirk. Boy, man, this stuff writes itself. Timothy, Tiny Tim. Why would we trust the government, though, about anything, though? Look at the Fauci hearings. Timothy, no one is telling you to trust the government. Period. I honestly don't care if you trust the government or not. I can tell you how I feel. I love my country. I don't trust everything the government says, but I don't live my life like that either, expecting the government to tell me how to live. Does that make sense? We don't care if you don't trust the government. That has no bearing on our personal lives. The end. Man, I would be awesome with a debate. Andrew Wilson, I'll debate for $300,000.
We saw this carpet. The carpet reminds me of the girl's dress. You couldn't tell if it was white or blue.
Just be glad it's updated carpet, because most funeral homes, the carpet is like the last damn thing that they update. That's pretty nice carpet.
And by finding the room, we're able to map out how long it would take to get from the medical examiner's office to that funeral home.
How long?
More importantly, we're able to find out how long it would take to get from that funeral home back to the airport.
This is dedication.
Here is the picture, just in case you don't believe me.
I believe
that this
you.
was the same funeral home. Tell me this is not the same place. If the earliest arrival time, we'll call it 1:30. Do you know what time Air Force Two landed at Salt Lake City? 2:24. It's an hour away. So if you get to the funeral home at 1:30 and the Vice President of the United States lands an hour away.
You're guessing that they got there at 1:30. I'm going to guess they got there at 1 o'clock, 12:30, definitely sooner.
You would have to leave almost immediately.
At the funeral home, we plan for things very strategically. We're already going to have the time plan that we need to leave for the airport, and we want to make sure that we give the family at minimum an hour. Do with that what you will.
They got there, we're guessing, around 3:30 based on the pictures and everything else we're able to find. Here's a picture of Charlie Kirk and a hearse arriving at the Salt Lake City airport where Air Force Two was. And we know now that it's the right funeral home. After the photo op, you've got to close the casket. You've got to get it ready to move.
So the casket was already on wheels in the chapel when she's sitting up next to it. That's called a church truck. It's a movable little cart. We set the casket on it. We center the casket on it, and it moves around.
You think he will look this up, right? How do you wheel a casket out of a funeral home? You think he would just look that up? This is someone who claims he went to law school and passed the bar. You think he would just Google, how do you move a casket from the funeral home to the vehicle? My Lord. How lazy is the Coke going to be again? Timothy, do you at least take time to Google and read something on your own? Period. I'm just curious to know. This hive mentality is something else. You think he would just take time? Let me just Google how long it, what do you use to carry out a casket? Because he doesn't know. Barry Coleman is not a mortician or a medical examiner or barely human.
The chapel. He's already in the casket. He's ready to go. He is ready for transport. Closing the casket would take all of a minute.
You've got to bring in the little wheelie thing. You got to
already on the wheelie thing.
You got to wheel them through the funeral home. You got to
another minute.
Wheel them through the garage. You got to load them up into the car. You got to lock the casket in place.
Again,
Timothy, were you offending anybody in the chat? You didn't offend me. It don't make me no difference one way or the other. Because listen, I've been talking about this matter for a good while. Like immediately when Charlie Kirk passed. One thing I know, at the end of the day, you still have not left me a super chat. You can't tell people how to think or how to feel. Either we're exchanging ideas and you just disagree, whatever, or what? I don't know. Other than that, what are we doing? I don't take that personal. Okay? I just don't. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. I would not be on YouTube if I expected that. Boy, because the expectations would be piss poor. I'd be disappointed all over the place. And plus, it's not realistic. We're not going to always agree on everything as human beings. But it is what it is. I can't tell you why you should not trust or trust the government. That means that has no bearing on me. That's what I'm saying. So if you don't trust the government, okay, The earth will not stop revolving around the sun. Unless you believe that that's not happening, and then that's a whole nother conversation.
I think all of that would take tops 10 minutes. Like when we're ready to go, we're ready to go. Family's not going to mess around. Follow me. We're on our way to the airport.
It's not like you run in, do a photo op for 3 minutes, and then like immediately, all right, let's pack it up. Let's go. We did our photo op. Get out.
I think they could have done all that in 15 minutes because they knew that they'd get to see him again. It's not like that was the final goodbye. They had their own private burial. So this was more of a let's spend a little bit of time with him before we fly him off and then drive all together to the airport. I've done airport pickups and drop-offs for active duty military that have died, and you all drive together to the airport. You stay in a line because you're meeting somebody at the airport and they're bringing you onto the tarmac. That's a process. That's a big process. So you need to arrive together in as few vehicles as possible. You all want to ride together, maybe have a limo where everybody can ride in one vehicle, just so that we don't get separated and then we don't take up the whole tarmac with like 50 different vehicles. So we're all going to drive together. We're all going to arrive together, and they're going to direct us to the place that we need to go with the body so that we can be a part of the process of them unloading the casket and then us loading it onto the plane or deplaning. Both of the ones that I have been on the tarmac, they had died active duty and then were flown to me. So I met with the family ahead of time. We went to tarmac and we waited while they unloaded, and then we placed them in the hearse and we started heading back home to hometown.
Earliest they could have possibly arrived was around 1:30, and then they would have had to leave by 2:30 in order to get to the airport on time. And it's not like it takes 1 minute to pack up the body and get it into the hearse.
I think I would need 2 minutes.
How long could she possibly have been there?
Normally, if you're the funeral director and you're calling the family and
She said, nah, I think I would need 2 minutes. 120 seconds. I guarantee you Baron Coleman did not know that. Oh, man. Boy, she is just ethering his. Let's not forget, Baron Coleman is not a mortician at all.
they know that there's a time crunch, you set that expectation immediately and you tell them, this is how much time we have at the funeral home. We only have 30 minutes and then we need to be on the road. They want to be on time too. They don't want to be behind schedule, especially if you have Air Force 2 waiting on you, that rhymed, at the airport. So families are very understanding and very flexible, knowing that we have a timeline.
It's interesting because Charlie was in a suit, and we know that he didn't take a suit to Utah. He was never seen in a suit. Why would he take a suit unless he was planning to have a funeral? Notice they don't live there. So it's not like someone ran home and grabbed one for him real fast. If you look at the picture and you look at the video, that's not a new suit. They didn't go buy a suit, and it's certainly not a new tie, nor is it a tie, frankly, I think Charlie would.
So
Okay.
what?
I don't know really any.
What do we do with this? What do we do with that? So what? So what? Whether it was new, already in his closet, at the laundromat, so what? The cult members think this is somehow news, like he's doing journalism. The hell, we don't need to know all this. We're talking about post-mortem here. Unless there was some attempt for somebody to try to steal his casket and his body. This is all irrelevant. It's moot. This is not journalism. He's not giving breaking news. He's making a bunch of dumbass assumptions where most of this he could have just Googled and got the information. What are we talking about? Oh my God, he's so stupid.
I want to input on this because families will absolutely buy new suits. He's trying to say that it's a suit that Charlie already owned. And I think the only person that really knows that would be Erica or the family. Again, I think we're downplaying how quickly someone could get into town. They could have had an assistant that flew with the suit overnight. They could have had someone immediately get in the car and start driving. I really don't know. I do think it would be doable, even if they showed up, and I'm being for real, with the suit at noon. I could still have him dressed dressed and casketed if they were going to be there at 1:30. And maybe that's why I've talked about the cosmetics on Charlie's hands and how they're really orange. Maybe that's why his cosmetics were so not that great.
Yeah.
Why his hands looked so orange is because it was a rush job. They rushed the cosmetics. Definitely could have been totally doable. You would not put makeup on his hands until after he was in the suit. So that would actually explain maybe a little bit more on why I didn't like his hands, because they didn't spend a whole lot of time on him. They just very quickly dust, paint, wanted to make him look as lifelike as possible, even though he's very dead. Okay, so let's talk about what I think the timeline probably looked like, because I noticed something nobody was really talking about. Like, this guy didn't bring up the embalming. I was waiting for it. I was like chomping at the bit.
Because he doesn't know how this works at all. Of course he skipped stuff. Of course he did. Because he has no idea how this works. And as opposed to him Googling it, he just threw out a bunch of assumptions. And it's almost like I dare someone to debunk me. He did this nonsense for attention. None of this stuff matters in the court of law. Tyler Robinson still murdered him. And he's in jail. And all these things he's throwing out there, none of this he had evidence for. It's just him guessing this BS. Some of which he didn't even have to theorize. Facts are facts and laws are laws. Neither of those things care about how he feels. This is insane. And when you have people out here talking about where is his casket, where is he buried? Tell us where he is. So they can just go out and desecrate his grave? Why would anyone sit here and put out there what exactly happened between him leaving medical examiner's office to the funeral home to the Air Force suit? Like, why do they believe that they're entitled to this information? The idea that Baron Coleman took time out of his life to look at photos of a wall to try to compare what funeral home he went to, and for what? There's nothing he can do about it. It's been almost a year. So why is he talking about this right now? 11 going on 12 months later? For views. For attention. None of it means anything. And you get Candace out here demanding to know where he's buried. What the hell for? I wouldn't tell they dumbasses either. For what? So you can go out here and desecrate his grave? I can imagine Candace going out there and peeing on his grave. It's the sense of entitlement and the arrogance of it all. No one owes them anything. And then here you got this idiot sitting here, Baron Coleman, as if he understands how this works. And he skips a whole step. Because he's dumb.
Break it up. Unless he did, and I missed it, but it was 3 hours long. We know Charlie Kirk was picked up from the medical examiner's office before 4 a.m. because news crews capture that. We've got that established. So let's say, worst case scenario, embalming didn't even begin until, I don't know, 4 in the morning. Let's say 4. I think it was sooner, but let's say 4. Could a funeral home perform a thorough post-autopsy embalming, prepare him for a private family viewing, and have him ready later that day? Absolutely, 100%. Would it have made for a very busy day at the funeral home? Absolutely. Do I think that they were still embalming him when the family came in to make arrangements that morning and pick out the casket? Yes, I think that's a very real possibility. But looking at it through funeral service eyes, nothing about this timeline made me go, wait a second, that's impossible. Quite the opposite. Now, embalming isn't a one-size-fits-all. It depends on a lot of things. Was it a full autopsy? Was it just a cranial exam? What condition was the body in? Every case is different. Because this appears to have been an active investigation, I'm assuming it was a full autopsy. And when we're embalming someone after a full autopsy, we're not just embalming one body, one unit. Every limb has to be embalmed individually. The head.
It's okay, Juju. I hope you feel better. Just hang out. You good? I'm sorry you're in pain. Get you some rest. Well, listen. The bots are gonna bot over here. It's all good. Get you some rest, Juju.
Head is embalmed separately. The organs, which are placed in that red viscera bag during the autopsy, also have to be chemically preserved before they're returned to the body. We're trying to get as much drainage as we can while injecting each limb, each arm, each leg, everything. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. It would take hours. Personally, I think the embalming was probably the longest part of this entire process. If I had to guess where the bulk of the day was spent, it was right there in the prep room. Once the embalming was complete, he would have been dressed, placed in the casket, and prepared for a private family viewing. I could have had him dressed and casketed and starting the cosmetics within an hour. There are several different ways that day could have unfolded, but every version of that timeline is completely reasonable from a funeral service standpoint. One question I kept seeing, how do you know Charlie Kirk was embalmed? I want to talk about this because there is absolutely a 0% chance I would have a family come in and view an autopsied body that had not been embalmed. No. And with her videos and photos that she took with his body, no, he would 100% have to be embalmed. After an autopsy, the body has been opened. Why incision? Medical procedure. The organs have been removed, examined. Everything has to be reconstructed, preserved, and cared for before that family walks through the door. And here's the other thing people don't always think about because they don't live in a funeral home. An autopsy speeds up the changes that naturally happen after death. That's nobody's fault.
Yes, the decomposition, because that's how science works. How, y'all see the stupidity in the question? How do you know it was embalmed? You understand there are rules and regulations with that and how to care for a human body post-mortem? It's like science goes over their head. So either Baron Coleman knows what decomposition means or he doesn't. Which one is it? You cannot just put you cannot just put a body out in a casket for viewing or anything without it being embalmed. Because there are biological changes happening with the body here. I mean, y'all. And the cult members get mad when you say their questions are dumb. That's a dumb question when they could have Googled that. Once again, Baron Coleman is a moron and he is not a mortician.
It's just biology. So if my goal as a funeral director is to give a family the very best possible viewing, I'm embalming as soon as I reasonably can. The minute that embalming was done for Charlie Kirk at the medical examiner's office, and I've got the family's okay, I would have been there. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I would have been there and immediately been going back to the funeral home to embalm. Not because we're trying to rush anybody, but because we are trying to slow nature down, get the embalming done as quickly as we can, and give that family as much time with their loved one as possible. Literally our job. Another thing people kept asking about was his hands. Everybody talks about his hands. I'm going to put the little comment like here. I don't know. Here. I swear you guys notice everything. Carpet color, hand placement, nothing gets past the internet. But honestly, nothing about the hands stood out to me other than they were cosmetized poorly. I want to pop up one more comment on the screen here that I saw. I got messages about his hand placement, how Charlie Kirk's hands were placed in the casket. Because typically we're used to going to an open casket and seeing the hands one over the other, kind of like they're here, not here. Down, I know you can't see that, but I'm like down, like right above my belly button or at the belly button. There isn't a funeral director rule book that says every person has to have their hands folded exactly one way. More commonly, we'll place one hand gently over the other. Sometimes, especially if someone has broader shoulders, a larger frame, maybe they're heavier set, their hands rest a little farther apart because, well, that's just what looks the most natural. We want them to look comfortable. I don't want you to look like you're trying to fit in an itty bitty casket. I want you to look comfy. I don't want it to look like I'm posing.
How tall was Charlie Kirk again? Wasn't he over 6 feet? I don't think he was short or small at all. It took, 6 men to carry him by hand to the truck to go to the hospital. So he was at least 6 feet? Yeah, okay, cool. He was 6'5". Goodness. Wow, I didn't know he was that tall. Between 6'3" and 6'5". Goodness. So of course he's gonna have broader shoulders. And like she said, you want the most natural effect. But once again, this is something that Baron Coleman could have Googled. I mean, most of us in the chat can say we've all been to at least one funeral, right? Is that something we even notice regularly on our own? Like for these weirdos to sit here and try to point something like that out, that's not something they pay attention to, obviously, because they don't know you can actually have the hands positioned in different manners depending on how big he is. He's over 6 feet tall. If he's like 6'5", that's tall. That is tall. He was taller than I thought. Wow, man, that's something else. So if he's between 6'3" and 6'5", yeah, it would look weird if he had it, any other way where you have to bunch up the shoulders or anything like that. So, man, this is something else.
An action figure. So by having Charlie Kirk's hands down and not one over the other, the question is why? Could it have simply been the embalmer's preference? I think so. Absolutely. I also noticed he wasn't wearing a wedding ring. A lot of funeral directors will intentionally leave the left hand visible over the right. So if somebody wears a wedding ring, families often notice that. They notice those little details. Without one, there's a little bit more flexibility in how you position the hands. So if you're looking at his hands, still trying to run with that mannequin theory, and you're thinking, oh, that's weird, why are his hands down here? To me, that looked like a completely normal casket presentation. Well, I finished filming this stitch, and now it looks like I might have to make another one because Candace Owens has entered the chat again. So stay tuned for that one. And if you enjoyed this video where I stitch another creator and explain the funeral service side of things, let me know down in the comments. I've stitched videos before, but this is the first time I've really done it with another YouTube to YouTube creator. And I do want to thank the original creator for starting the conversation. Again, no hate whatsoever. He seems like a really nice guy. I feel like we'd have some really interesting.
It's not about hate. He's really stupid and lazy. Baron Coleman, learn how to Google and read. In all thy getting, get some understanding. Amen. Can't have understanding of things if you're not knowledgeable of it. Sometimes you just got to put a little effort into it and, do your part. This makes no sense. They want to be spoon-fed every little thing, and then when you show them evidence, they reject it and pretends like it doesn't even exist. So what's the point? This is why TV USA should not be entertaining these buffoons, because they're asking the same dumb questions for a whole year. Candace has uncovered nothing at all. She called for an innocent American to be jailed, or at the very least interrogated, never mind all of the felonies she's committed and admitted to. Never mind that. This is ridiculous. So whether it has nothing to do with hatred, it's laziness and stupidity of it all. Most of this stuff he could have just looked up. All he had to do was read a little bit. Like, this is crazy. But no matter what you put out there in front of them, even with something like this, we all know Baron Coleman is not a mortician. He doesn't even understand how science works, apparently. Obviously, the aspect of decomposition goes over his head. And what type of attorney is he? Because if he's a criminal attorney or prosecutor, things like an autopsy being automatic based on the manner of death, why does he not know that? This is what I mean. It has nothing to do with hate. Stop being lazy.
Conversations. And he brought up questions that a lot of people were already wondering about. I just happen to have a perspective that comes from working in funeral service, and I hope it helps explain why some of these things aren't as unusual as they first might seem. At the end of the day, you're allowed to believe whatever you want. Isn't that great? My job isn't to tell you what to think. My job is to explain how funeral service works, because most people never get to see the behind the scenes, behind the curtain, until it's their family member. If I can make one confusing day make a little more sense for someone, one, then I've done my job. I'm Lauren the Mortician, and I debunk death myths for a living. We talk about death, dying, and decay. Whoa, or kind of whatever in the mood for. If you couldn't tell, I could talk about this stuff all day long. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe and stick around.
Y'all, shout out to Lauren the Mortician. Shout out to Lauren the Mortician. Make sure you guys go check out her YouTube channel, all her videos. Did she do another stitch? If she did, we'll definitely check that out. Can't make this up. Candace, get your ass up in the morning for this debate. So I want to get back over to X, and we're going to end it out with some Lyle. Oh my God, I'm still trying to get him over here. Y'all, see who sent another photo. The actual debate. This is not what we agreed on. Honey, did we get our 300,000? Not George. I'll have to project you to the UK. We got to get George Farmer a midget horse. That way Candace can say, ever you and that midget horse you came in on. While she claims to be a pregnant. Candace, what type of energy are you trying to give to this supposed baby? In your belly? Why are you sitting here worried about things you can't control? I've never seen this level of narcissism where she can't even think about her own pregnancy first. You know, pregnancy. You sitting here stressing your ass out over something that the defense attorneys don't even give you any credit for. All these, except conspiracy theories. They're not stunning you any other time. They call her wacky and cuckoo and crazy. If you're supposed to be a pregnant, shouldn't your focus be on giving birth and your children and your actual gay and fake husband? It's not our fault you got into a elaborate marriage. Shout out to Sifu, y'all. Oh man, some good thumbnails. This is definitely going to be the thumbnail for tomorrow. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Let's get to Lyle. And we'll end out on Lyle. We got to end it out on some laughter. Woo, child. 24 minutes of listening to Baron Coleman. Shout out to Lauren the Mortician. Oh, it's like she said, you know what? Let me watch this 3-hour nonsense so you all don't have to. Thank you, Lauren. Shout out to Lyle Culpepper. Y'all ready to laugh? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, S-Files. Make sure you guys check out Lauren Mortician. What's going on, JP6? I see you, honey. Oh, man. I appreciate you all. I had a good time. We'll be back at it tomorrow, you all. I am going to set up the debate. Hopefully, Candace shows up because you took the money. You said, dang, am I late? We about to end it out, y'all. We about to end it out. What's going on, Tina? How you doing? I see you up here. So before we get to this video, let me get in the supers. You guys are amazing. Thank you, user, for the $2 super. My theory is that Candace did Charlie jealous X. Is that? How many times I keep saying, Candace, how much did you pay Tyler Robinson? Candace, we're still waiting on your alibi. And George. Period. Shout out to Mindy for gifting 10 LLC memberships. Thank you so much. If you guys have received a membership, please be sure to give a hearty shout out and thank you to Mindy, our fantastic mod here in the LLC, holding it down on X. And I got to make sure I check my messages after the live to see what our guest tomorrow, if she's going to join us or if she's going to just get another time. Because I had no idea that he was doing this. They were doing this tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to live stream that, Candace. I'm going to laugh at you the whole time. Oh man, make sure you guys go check out Gil over there at The Whole Truth, a criminal defense attorney. Always a pleasure to get legal perspective. Gil, you were driving early. I didn't forget about you. Hopefully you can come up tomorrow. I know our special guest, because I want to make sure I confirm why I say who's coming on. But I know she said she can only do an hour. So if this debate lasts 3 hours, and that's something Candace had to, commit to, she'll at least be with us for the first hour of the debate, unless she, changes the time. And then, if you want to come up, Gil, and hang out with us for the watch party, that would be awesome. And we're still going to go over Candace's partial motion to dismiss in the Brian Harper lawsuit, because I'm here for it. And, we have some other videos to check out as well. So got a lot of catching up to do, you all. But I want to thank you all so much for your support. So go show Gil some love over there at The Whole Truth. And let's get him monetized and get his views and subs up like we did with Nicholas Brooks. Shout out to Nick Brooks. He's doing it over there, man. He is doing videos on playing football or something. It's nice to see him kind of, getting more accustomed to the content. That's awesome. So we do have a couple videos he's done covering the Macron and the Brian Harper lawsuit with some updates. And then, of course, Mitch Snow filed his pro se motion to dismiss. Funny how neither of these clowns want to go to court, but they got evidence for days. Because, if you have evidence, why are you asking the court to dismiss it? Candace, he said he gave it to you. Oh, man. Let's see. Thank you so much. User again for another $2 super. Erica could have packed a suit on her plane trip. Exactly. Or they could have just picked him some up. I mean, Baron Coleman is speaking as if he knows for sure that Charlie Kirk was put in a new suit versus an old suit. Like, what? Doesn't matter. A suit's a suit. So, shout out to Juju for the LLC membership. I appreciate it. Y'all shout out to the mods. You guys got a membership, make sure you show Juju and Mindy some love up in here. It's another membership. Thank you so much. User sent in 250 jewels. Thank you so much, MVP. And of course, Lauren the Mortician, you guys make sure you go show her some love. Thank you all so much for all the support. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Oh, Natalie B's in the house, y'all. Natalie, girl, how you doing? How's it going? You've been busy over there. I caught one of your videos, girl. I said, oh, man, she's just handling business. Shout out to Natalie, you all. Well, we got all the celebrities up in here. I see you, JP6. Good to hear from you. Good to see you, honey. Make sure you guys go and check out S-Files, our fantastic mod here in the LLC, who also has covered Candace's dumb lies that never end. Make sure you guys go check out her great content. She's also discussed some of Candace's relatives that are tied to the Epstein files. Yep. So make sure you all go show the S-Files some love and check out her great content she's done. We got some fantastic researchers in the LLC. Francisca, you up in here? Thank y'all so much. Oh, man. I want to make sure I got your YouTube channel. There it is. Natalie, y'all, listen. Y'all, she put the hammer down. I'm just so proud of you and Jay Witt. And Lisa knows. People starting to clap back hard. We are here for it. Well done. Make sure you guys go subscribe. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Alita, I see you up in here. All right. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. The Eclectic Journalist as well. Another fantastic content creator. Did I get the Eclectic Journalist YouTube channel link? Please make sure you guys go and support all of these fantastic content creators. Did I miss Conscious and the eclectic journalist. We got Gil with the whole truth. I want to make sure I give you guys the proper shout outs. I appreciate you guys supporting us here. Make sure y'all are hitting that like button. Keep this video up in the algorithm. The Candy Coat members would love nothing more than to shadow ban me. They can kick rocks. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button. That helps out the channel, and subscribe to the Lady Luck Club. Goes a long way and free to do. And I appreciate all of you all. We got some great content creators up in here. There's Lyle. Thank you for the eclectic journalist. I think I'm missing Conscious. Yeah, I think I'm missing Conscious. Make sure you guys subscribe to one another, and let's help support each other as well. Santa, you still here? She might be. Yeah, we're gonna end it on this note. That way, you guys can go to bed. I know I got to get up early, take my son to school in the morning. So let's get to it. Hit the floor when y'all can see it here. Let's go.
Okay, Candace, welcome back from vacation. New you, hopefully new vocabulary. How was?
The Ukrainians now have yachts. They've got shallots in Switzerland.
Shallots. Oh, so they had like they had onions.
Shallots.
It's chalet.
Chalet.
It really wakes you up to the monstrosity of
monstrosity. There's definitely an S in there.
You know, this monstrosity.
This is a monstrosity.
Look, Candace, you're doing this on purpose. It's like Candace is like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna sit here and mispronounce all these damn words just so Lady Luck Club can scream in the mic. Candace, are you doing this on purpose or by accident? Yeah. She still can't figure out rhetoric. You got to be kidding me. I think she's doing this intentionally. Because she knows that people are going to talk about how horrible she butchers the English language. And she claims to have a degree in journalism and in English from the University of Rhode Island. She claims to have a degree in English. How? Candace, you flunked second grade English, let alone got a whole bachelor's degree in it. And University of Rhode Island doesn't even offer those types of programs where you have journalism in English as a dual degree program. So when the hell did she get a degree in journalism and English? Within a year? Boy, this is something else. Are you butchering the English language?
Okay, Candace, welcome back from vacation. New you, hopefully new vocabulary. How was?
The Ukrainians now have yachts. They've got shallots in Switzerland.
Shallots. Oh, so they had like they had onions.
Shallots.
It's chalet. Chalet.
It really wakes you up to the monstrosity of
monstrosity. There's definitely an S in there.
You know, this monstrosity.
This is a monstrosity. Your command of the English language is a monstrosity.
The elite of the Mormon culture, the cream of the pie.
I see where you may have gone wrong there, but it's cream of the crop. Cream of the pie is a different thing. I would hate to see your search history.
The Hormuz Strait.
Yeah, oh God. Yeah, guys, there's not a chance in hell she's gonna get this right.
Malacca, Japan, Gibraltar.
Who wrote Gibraltar in the script? There's no chance.
I always say that wrong. Gilbert. You guys know what I'm trying to say there.
No! Candace, no the hell we don't. I wish you would stop assuming stuff. Candace, can you just shut whatever you call a brain off for like 5 hours? Is that possible for you to just kind of like, you know, I'm gonna just shut it down and dewire for make it 8 hours. A good 8 hours. So we can all just sleep. Girl. Y'all know. I keep saying this. Candace sold her soul and her brain to Lucifer himself as a 2-for-1 chicken special dinner meal. She got 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit with some mashed potatoes and some damn coleslaw in exchange for her giving up her brain and her soul. Buy one, get one free. You can't make this up. He said, I'll sell you my soul and I'll give you my brain for free. There. This is Candace, we don't know what you're trying to say. Jabroni. Candace, there are a lot of words I can just spit off right now that starts with the letter G. Great, geezer, gullible, gushing, green, Gibraltar, whatever. How will we know what G word you're trying to get out? Oh my God.
Yeah, guys, there's not a chance in hell she's gonna get this right.
Malacca, Japan, Gilbachar.
Who wrote Gibraltar in the script? There's no chance.
I always say that wrong. Gilbert. You guys know. You guys know what I'm trying to say there.
It breaks my goddamn heart knowing that you're gonna mispronounce that word. And there's nothing that I can do to stop you from. Got a little heavy there for a minute. Whew.
And he said, I'll kill you there before I let Harpo beat me. Oh my God, you know it's so wrong. You got Lyle Culpepper threatening to just murk your behind. Candace, we never know what you're trying to say. Only your cult members have that hive mindset. All you have to do is just think about 4 words, and they're going to take that and run with it. Create a whole new conspiracy online. Because you thought about 4 2-syllable words. Why are you trying to pronounce that damn word when you know you can't? She can't get bureau correct. What are we doing? Oh, child. Oh, shout out to Lyle, you all. Oh. Jesus Christ, fix it. This is awesome. This is so funny. Oh, my goodness. I kill myself. Candace, we're ready for you to get the hell off of our planet. Even Lyle, wearing a blonde wig, is like, listen, you still doing this for the next 25 years. I'll kill you myself. And you know what Candace is going to do? I can't believe they're threatening me and Lady locked up laughing about it. Hell yeah. Oh my God, Candace. One thing I will not do is lie. At least you know what to expect. Oh, good grief. All right, y'all. We had a good time. That was funny. I appreciate that, man. Loud. Oh, my goodness. Whoo, child. Y'all, laughter is good for the soul. It helps to release endorphins, helps you sleep better at night, gives you some exercise in the belly area. Lord knows I need it. I can only hope I'm actually losing weight, because that's exactly what I need to do. Oh man, we got to start segments where I go on my boob walks. Shout out to the sea turtles. If you don't see my Oompa Loompa content, then yeah, that's gonna be a hit and miss joke. All right, y'all. Tomorrow at 11, I'm gonna set up the live and check my messages to see what our guest is going to do. And if they are willing to kind of hang out with us for an hour, you guys will see exactly who it is. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Lady Luck Club, Lady Club with Sweet Tea. Follow me on Twitter and X at Lady Luck Club LLC. And I will see you all in the next one. Until then, deuces.